Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on our YouTube account, and you can see, guys, Sono Rez is actually right behind us. Mickey has overtaken us. That is right, guys. Mickey has overtaken us in the campaign, so we're going to do a little bit of progression in here as we continue. We are almost, well, over halfway through this chapter 46, moving into chapter 47. Now, overall, guys, the level deficiencies in here just continue to climb. Pretty much every one or two stages that we do, we're seeing a much higher level deficiency. And look at this, 1, 2, 3 awakened heroes, guys, really building them out here, loving the teams that Mickey is running. So we're going to continue our progression in here, guys. And I feel like when you start getting into the full awakened teams, which we've gotten to the point, I said this early, but we've actually gotten to the point, and the utilization factor, a lot of players having heroes built, that we're seeing these awakened heroes in formations. There was an incredible amount of time they were not present really at all. And again, we've kind of gotten to the point where we're seeing some of the time and effort that we've put into these heroes actually paying off, because we're starting to see the utilization within the campaigns, which is very cool, guys. 18, look at that. The awakened version of Solus doing almost the exact same damage, or doing almost identical damage to Brutus. Even though, remember, guys, healing support, so Brutus did 1.47 billion. She did almost 17 billion healing in that formation. Now, this is one of the areas where Brutus contains a lot of crowd control. The awakened version of Solus contains a lot of damage when built, as well as the healing aspect, which is the reason, if you guys seen our tier list a little bit earlier, for the awakened heroes, why they are such a big driving force within here, guys, is the ability to really put out the healing when it comes to Solus, guys. It is very imperative that you do build her. Again, that's one of the big reasons why she came in on top, and a lot of players were kind of questioning it on why is she the best awakened hero, guys. That is the reason. That is really the big reason, is the amount of healing in conjunction with the amount of damage she puts out. Again, a lot of different formations, guys. She can just crush the formations with the healing. We're also seeing her utilization across an incredible amount of game modes. The Cursed Realm, the Twisted Realm, we're seeing her utility pretty much everywhere. It's either, you know, the players that have the hero and the players that do not. Makes a big difference, guys. So 46-36, guys, this is the stage that Mickey is currently at. So again, we're kind of chasing each other coming through here, which is funny because actually Joker is in this formation. Not even sure the last time I ever used Joker, maybe when it came out. So Mickey might have actually completed this one. Mickey might be through this stage already. Now we do have about, what, 17, 18, 19, I think around 19 levels on Mickey, but we're definitely doing well. And it looks like it's funny because looking at this formation, it didn't look like any of the awakened heroes were utilized. It actually didn't look like in this formation. Again, going through a couple stages, we've seen the awakened heroes, which there's Taylene, guys. Now, of course, this is the big crowd control aspect, because of course we're going to amplify the damage that Raku is doing. Boom. And here goes Raku, guys. This is where Raku, and you can see his little tiny wing moths behind there. That is right, guys. Running the new pet, the new moth right here, amplifies the damage that he does, guys. So you're taking a hero like Raku, and you are simply making him stronger. You can see even the little baby moth wings in there. You're taking a hero like Raku that already has a ton of damage amplification, and you're adding more damage to that hero, which again is kind of crazy. This one, guys, the Thorin cheese, gonna take some RNG, I know, to get this down, but we've done it before. We'll do it again. Thorin cheese, guys, very prevalent in these campaign stages. Just got to get the RNG to work. Similar to the Charizard, guys, it is a very RNG formation. We've run it, you know, 2, 3, 4 times. It works perfectly. Even one time works perfectly. Then we get into some formations where it doesn't seem to really click, and it takes a lot of time to actually get this one done. I'm going to give it 1 or 2 more tries. Usually with Thorin cheese, guys, I will pause it just to see. And I believe at this point, we need Kalthar to die first. So that's one of the big things here, guys. Even looking at the enemy team, not a super high amount not a super high amount of damage dealers within here, especially looking Rosline. We have Cecilia, Rigby, Rain. Again, not a ton of damage dealers, but we can see that Thorin is getting crushed pretty easy. And of course, Kelthar is surviving through there. Let's see what we have for these other formations, guys. Again, here's the Charizard, which is always kind of a tough one. And then we have the All Negrez. We could run that one. I'm wondering if that third team, we could actually make a team out of the rest of those heroes, guys. I think we could get that to work. Now, this one, of course, a very, very high RNG factor, just like we see with some of the other formations, guys. This one, there we go. We got torn down. But we don't want Zorath to die, guys. Zorath puts out a ton of damage. We need the charm. There we go. Oh, Vert got the ult off. But of course, Zorath, as much as I hate fighting Zorath, and I honestly do with a very, very high passion, Zorath is an absolute pain to fight, guys. You can see here, we got some pretty good synergy. Just got to get that charm at the right time and then allow Zorath to burn down these heroes, guys. Zorath built puts out a ton of damage, an absolute ton of damage in these formations, guys. Boom, got to get Vert down, which I think Zorath will get it. We should be able to get this one. Thorin, of course, guys, just chaining those ults. There we go, guys. Charizard gets that one done. And again, massive, massive RNG factor when it comes to that hero. So this one, they're running Talisman. Kind of a unique one. Again, what we're looking to do with this formation is give Grez time to scale. That is really the big one. Getting Grez time to scale, getting Oden the ability to actually go ahead and do the energy disintegration on the bunch of them. Mishka's still up. Alna's still up. Seems like we just have Brutus in here, guys. We're going to make short work of this one. And I'm hoping that Oden can usually get this down pretty quick just because of the... Look at the chain, guys. Look at this Athalia chain. Athalia could literally do nothing in that entire battle, which brings us back to the Thorn Cheese, guys. So I'm going to run this one a little bit, see if we can get this one done. All right, guys, and there we go. It did take a couple of attempts in there, but we got that formation done. I want to go ahead and show you the replay with the Thorn Cheese, of course, working as we've seen it before, guys. So boom, we got the stack right there. Everyone around Kelthar died. I did have to remove all of Kelthar's furniture, guys. One retaliation, second one takes down Mizoth and Rigby, just like that, guys, to complete that stage. Looking at the rest of the damage here, Lucretia, 46 billion damage. That is right, guys. Look at Raku. Raku with, of course, the Moth supercharging him with the wings. So very, very cool. 28 billion damage. Then, of course, in here, guys, look at Grez. Grez and Oden, guys, 40 and 27, doing an incredible amount of damage again, moving through that stage, bringing us into our next regular stages through here. And again, a lot of them Thorn Cheese. I'm going to try to go down here and see where we can kind of get out of the Thorn Cheese. 721, that might be a little bit too high. And again, 673, we should be able to do this. We don't have Zorath built up as high, nor do we have Silas, but we do have Raku and a few other ones a little bit higher. And also you'll note in the top right, guys, the pet levels make a really big difference. If, I mean, they're running a level, 12 pet, level 14, level 16, pay attention to the pet levels that we do see in there, guys, because it does make a really, really big difference. 33 billion, 20 billion there. I have my level 12 Winged Lion, which is by far my strongest pet that I do have. But I want to see, again, I want to come down here. I want to try to stay away from that Thorn Cheese. 709, but look, guys, much higher pet, higher level heroes overall. I don't have half the engraving nor the levels in here. Let's go down one more, and it is 720 is a Thorn Cheese. Wow, that is kind of crazy. There's another Thorn Cheese. Again, the Thorn Cheese, guys, is so very prevalent. Let's see. So we have the awakened version of Baden, 721. I don't have Nevi as high, but I'm going to go ahead and try this one just because I'm going to use my cheese borrow Baden in here. But again, one of the big things, guys, with Nevi, as some of you noticed in the video that I did, Navy is actually a supercharged power for Solus and Baden because of the 60 engraving. So unfortunately, we don't have the engraving in here, but I'm hoping it's not going to make a big difference. But guys, I think it might be not only the levels, is the buffs that Navy gives onto the minions or the summoned entities makes a really big difference, guys. It does make a really big difference. So we might be pushed or forced back into the Thorin cheese. Now, Navy, I have started engraving, guys. It's going to take some time. I just got Yennefer up to a plus 30 engraving, which I wanted to for the treasure scramble. Now, overall, guys, again, it's going to take some time to get her up a little bit higher because of the engraving mats. I know it is going to. I know it's going to be a little bit. So I'm going to copy the Thorin cheese, guys. I'm going to come down here and let's just grab the first one, 633. Guys, 633, they were coming in here. Let's see a Thorin cheese right around where we're at. The Quanu's at 655. And again, some of the levels in here, guys, there's a 720. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm also noticing Pippa in here. Is Pippa... I don't think Pippa is a requirement, but of course, Pippa is going to teleport in there. Let's use this one, guys. This one is actually a cheat because if you look, there is Skarath and there is Iran in here, which means it's going to be a 5-pull. Anyway, you see it, guys. We're literally going to stack everyone on Thorin, just like you've seen right there. A lot of players have also said that Thorin cheese never, ever works. But we've seen it, guys. We've seen it time and time again, formation after formation with this Thorin cheese. And of course, guys, Zolrath did die pretty early, and there he goes, takes off in his teleport. Just got to get Thorin back up and got to get through that shield, guys. And there we go. That's it. That is easy Thorin cheese right there, guys. 60.26 billion damage in that formation, making very short work of it. All right, guys, let's see what we got here. Lucretia, 650. I like it. Being at 703, we should have zero difficulty getting through here. And Santa, push through this incredibly low level. I cannot even imagine the amount of attempts that actually came out of this, just because Santa pushed through this incredibly low. I mean, level wise, incredibly low through here. Of course, guys, we want the team to die out before Lucretia. Lucretia, of course, that is the way that she gets her very high buff, is having the team built out. There's 730. Don't have Kanisa and Rook exactly where that is built. 723, again, Navy in here, Kanisa and Rook. Have to look through these formations, guys. Really find one. Again, I think this is going to be the one that is going to work. Just going to take a couple different attempts in here to get this one completed. Got to teleport. There's Mishka's crowd control, guys. Boom. Mishka's crowd control again. Alt. Might be able to get this without even having Lucretia to go supercharged in this one. There we go, guys. Again, that's where the level deficiency really does make a big difference. 35, 23, but look at that. 13 billion damage right there, guys, which brings us to 4640. Let's try to go through one more boss stage in here, guys. Again, looking at some of these formations, it seems like this is right around where we have our heroes built. I want to see if there's any formations Thorin cheese in there. And even after all this time, guys, all this time that players have run through the campaign, a majority of the formations, and we've talked about this a little bit in the chat, a lot of the formations are the same. You see the common thread between a lot of these heroes. Even looking at a lot of different game modes, guys, a lot of these very similar heroes are the ones that you'll see every time. Now, of course, this one gonna throw us off, guys, because of Zolrath. Zolrath actually coming. There we go. We froze him. We froze Zolrath in here, guys. Might not make a big difference. Could possibly, if we can kill Zolrath and Sophia. There's the charm. Gets it done, guys. The RNG factor. Khazard was the MVP of that one, guys. Got that formation done. Now, right here, this is a newer formation. Kren in here, of course, guys. When we go with Leonardo da Vinci's ult, look at Kren. Boom, here comes the damage amplification from Leo. Boom. that's it, guys. Just burning them down. Again, I just got a level 9 owl, which offers immunity if you're within that circle. Big change here, guys. And this is Flora. Not only is it a Thorin cheese stage, guys, but it is a Flora stage, which of course adds an infinite level of difficulty for this Thorin cheese to work, because you have to essentially get one alt off, and then kill everyone in one alt. After that single alt, getting Flora to drop on the second one, this is going to be tough, guys. This is why everyone hates Flora. This is honestly the straight up legit reason why everyone does hate Flora in the campaign, guys, are these formations. Not only do we have Nara in here for the energy disintegration, but this is going to be an incredible amount of RNG to get this team down, to get Flora to fall without killing Thorin. Very, very interesting. I'm going to do the other two stages, guys. This might be a stage that we're just going to have to, we might have to just go ahead and let stage 3 run. Because again, I've seen it take a couple chances. I've seen some of the Flora stages take 1,000 retries, guys, which I know is just absolute insanity. But we've seen it. We have seen the trial stages or the attempts on stages literally just go through the roof on so many of the Flora stages, guys. It's insane. No, Den, of course, just the slow burn down. Everyone focus on those minions. Perfect. Perfect within that formation, guys. And of course, Thorin Cheese. I'm going to give it one more shot. Then we'll go on to Team 5. Boom, there's the ult. Again, got to get them all down, all together. Get the stage done. Lucretia's stage shouldn't be too difficult because, of course, we're getting double buffs out of here. We're getting buffs from Rain. We're getting buffs up here from Halos, which, again, the RNG factor just has to click, but shouldn't have a problem. Zafriel also with the Thundercloud, so you'll actually see him teleport over. The Thundercloud goes up. That provides crowd control. So I know a lot of players that do not have Zafriel, but that cloud does actually provide crowd control within that formation, making it very, very easy to actually get Lucretia over there and Lucretia safe, because again, that crowd control aspect in there is huge, is just absolutely huge. All right, guys, I'm going to give it 2 more attempts. So here is the first one. And again, I'm just going to let this run for a while, because it's Flora, guys. It is the Flora stage. I've even had formations in here actually time out before I finished the Flora stage. So I came in, I had to do all of the stages again because my Thorin cheese times out after a little bit, after a while, because Flora took that long. So, all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. I'm going to let Thorin just run this, see what we can get done as far as the formations in here. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.